A renowned scholar once said, "History tells you what happened, while literature tells you what ought to have happened." Contrary to majority opinion of literature is more reliable than history, maybe because it is believed that a true and complete accurate history does not exist. The fact here is that history and literature of a people surely share so much in common. Writing and comprehending history requires an act of imagination and creativity, which are the main instruments commonly used in literature as well. Since it is generally believed that creativity aids easy presentation of facts and fallacies, a writer of history is expected to be creative enough to clearly and convincingly convey his message to his audience or reader. Prince Amos Bauer, a born historian, describes the relationship between history and literature as linear.
In the world of literature, literature would not have existed if there was not history, or if there was no history, until there is an event for you to report. So if there was no history, there was no event, then what will we be talking about literature? We won't be talking about literature.
So for you, history is the source?
It's the source, it's the bedrock. If you like, call it the springboard for literature. Without history, there is nothing to extract. If you allow me, I would rather say literature got her information or got the element, what makes up literature, from history. So they go together and they are married, they are interwoven.
Now, looking at your historical... His interest in history is simply to document the rich culture available in our society, starting from his immediate community.
And love for it, and love for my people, love for my culture. And I didn't grow up in the village. I didn't. Yes, I'm serious. I didn't grow up in the village. I grew up outside my environment. Half of my life was in Jos, then partly Lagos. My father was a soldier. So we didn't grow up in the village, but he did well. Each time there is holiday, he takes us to our grandparents. That was where I developed the interest. Yes, when you read the book, I was saying I saw a woman dressed with leaves, and I start asking a lot of questions. I asked my uncle, I asked my mom, I asked my dad, and they provided answers. Only for me to discover that these people, my people, have rich culture. No documentation. And that gave birth to this.
Literature is essential in understanding the mindset of a society or a segment of society in the time period of a novel. History is also a subject best taught through stories, as its name suggests. So, to put the bare historical facts into a story with real characters, interactions, and emotions is a powerful teaching and learning tool in today's education system. In a nutshell, literature often responds to historical events and not always in an overt way. Read a work of literature and you might get an idea as to how the author or those in his community responded to historical events.